We're good, good?
Yeah.
Sweet. Alright, first of all, for those who don't know me, my name is John, and I am going to be, my major claim is about rock music is the best genre. Now, in most cases, I know you figure out that rock music has a lot to talk about when it comes to dealing with rebellion, sex, or love, or whatever the case may be. Now, one of the supporting claims that is able to talk about what they feel like saying. Now, everybody likes to express themselves in any case, whether it is politics, you know, it all goes through to the music, and it carries the message across no matter what the subject is. Now, as one of the great rockers of our generation, Joan Jett was a respected woman in the rock industry, despite during that time that women were fighting for the civil liberties. One of her famous quotes includes where she says, "Girls have got balls, but they're just a little higher, that's all." Now, with those words, you can be able to identify that despite her gender in this sort of industry, she can be able to she's not easily discouraged from what she likes to do, and in any case does whatever she wants. Now, politics in the music industry is kind of tricky. When it comes to that, you don't want to anger the wrong person, in any case in the White House or whatever it may be. But there is a rock band known as Rise Against. I'm not sure if a lot of you guys are familiar with them. But they actually like to put their political, environmental views and in their music. They have a democratic views and then have participated in presidential endorsements of the candidates. There was one where they actually raised money for the 2004 presidential candidate, Democratic presidential candidate, John Kerry. They raised a sum of approximately $1 million in an event called Rock Against Bush, Volume 1. They will later return to political matters in 2008 when they endorsed Barack Obama, and were later quoted that few things are more exciting than watching Bush release America from his 8-year hostage. Another topic would be its uniqueness. I'm sure all of you growing up were exposed to different kind of genres, and one of the things I like to talk about it being unique is how the age difference in this case. At a certain point in your career, you always wonder when it is time to give up or retire. And no age group should, in any case, stop you from doing what you want to do. A famous songwriter known as Cher has appeared in movies and is known for having a successful career in music. Despite her age, she is still an impact in music and performance because that's what she likes to do. A rather interesting quote is when she recalls someone actually telling her about her age. "Don't you think you're too old to sing rock and roll?" And she replied with, "You better check with Mick Jagger." Rolling Stones have, many various band artists have been around for so long that they just love doing what they do. This music branches out into so many kinds of others, whether it be psychedelic music that came out in the 1960s. Of course, I'm pretty sure all of you have heard of the hippie era. In any case, or surf music, which started to come out during that time, which include the famous Beach Boys, which were in any case the only rock or pop act to actually rival the Beatles at that point. One of the standards about being unique is Woodstock, Woodstock, New York. Woodstock Music and Art Fair was a 3-day festival of peace and music, and is regarded as one of the most important moments that changed rock and roll. It was a festival that had 32 acts, or in any case 32 performers, 32 bands and artists, and performed outdoors to 400,000 people. The festival itself lasted, but not for long, as the conditions to try to maintain so many people was overwhelming that they canceled the event altogether. Nowadays, we talk about Coachella Music Festival, where that became the next best thing after Woodstock. Now, rock has a very rich history, where the term rock and roll was actually originated in the United States. We use it as a form of categorizing rock music and its other different types of this. and different types of the same music. The first person, no one actually has an understanding of where rock music came from because it borrows so many other types of music and turns it as its own type. The Beatles were a musical group where people had no idea how to come to an understanding about what that type of music meant. People always have a sense of making a big deal of something that they truly don't understand, in which they branded rock music as a sort of devil music, so to speak. A quote I have from a curious author, Madeline Murray O'Hare, where she actually compares pornography and rock music. And on the issue of censorship of pornography and rock music, do you see that as a religious issue too? Yes, I do. Incidentally, I don't like rock music. I never have liked it. I have never understood it, and I can't hear the lyrics. I think that most people can't hear them either. I'm stuck with Chopin and Beethoven and Bach and all those old ones. The whole point is I feel that everyone who wants to say anything, do anything, and should be able to say anything or do anything within the limits of not hurting another person. And I don't see how rock music hurts anybody, or I don't see that pornography hurts anybody. Rock music is where everyone comes together and express themselves on whatever they see fit. I hope you all have the same enthusiasm as I do when it comes to rock music, and in the famous words of Bob Dylan, play it loud. Thank you very much.
All right, John, you've got a claim of value at best, you know, and that's the clearest thing in the argument, and it's a value claim. Everything else is just kind of random information about rock music, and if you want to have a criteria about what makes something the best or the most valuable, you have to give us a standard by which we're going to judge. It has the greatest social impact. It affects the most number of people. It has the, it alters the world in the most dramatic ways. And then you could take all that information that you've got and plug it into those supporting claims. As it is, it just seems like it's random information. So I've got something about Joan Jett, about Cher, and about the Beatles, and I'm wondering, well, what does this all lead me to? You know, these are random examples of artists that maybe had something to say, maybe it was important, but I don't know what inference you want us to draw from this. You mentioned politics and some group Rise Against, which was a group of musicians who raised a bunch of money for a candidate running against Bush, and I'm going, okay, so what does that mean? Does that mean rock music's good because they hated Bush? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. There's a political element to rock music. I think that's a valid point to make, but it's not being developed here. And like I said, I appreciate your enthusiasm for the music, but I'm not exactly sure what conclusion we're supposed to draw from the examples that you present, and that's really a problem. All right. Thank you. We've run out of time. I know I have one person who's given me their outline and their evaluation form, and I have another person who went to print it and should have brought it back, and if you've got it now, you can give it to me before you leave. But